What a beautiful evening it is, guys. It's one we've all looked forward to for a long time. Maybe I speak for at least a few people when I say that during some of the darkest and most unsure days of the pandemic, 4/23/22 served as a light at the end of the tunnel. Now the day is finally here, and even with all the anticipation, it's still bigger and better than we could have even imagined. This is amazing. And we are so lucky to be here together as family and friends to witness these two amazing individuals complete their bond and become one. I've never seen two people more fitted for one another. And I've done a lot of weddings, I've met a lot of couples, and I've never seen two people that fit better.
All the little seconds that we hold, every single breath we get to take, don't let them go to waste. Give it all your heart and soul, they'll be gone before you know. So treasure it like gold.
The thing that truly makes this day special for these two is being able to share this moment with you guys. Wynn and Cameron are so thankful for the time and effort each and every one of you have put into being here. They especially want to thank their families for the constant love and support and for all their contributions in making today happen.
All the little seconds that we hold, every single breath we get to take, don't let them go to waste. Give it all your heart and soul, they'll be gone before you know. So treasure it like gold.
Along with my wife, Wynn is my ray of sunshine. From the moment she was born, I knew that she would always be my little girl. And as I look at my daughter today, looking as beautiful as ever, I can't help but think about all of the years I was lucky enough to watch her grow and blossom into the perfect woman she is today. She is so talented, funny, and friendly to everyone that she talks to. And I couldn't be more proud to be her father. And I remember looking forward to watching every one of her dance recital back in high school. And now, over 10 years later, I finally get to see her dance again, but this time with the love of her life, Cameron. Cameron is a wonderful man. He is charming, incredibly polite, smart, and very handsome. But most importantly, he was able to show his care and affection with my daughter over the past 7 years that they have been together. On the very first day that Wynn brought him home to introduce him to the family, and I remember after he left, she asked me, "So, what do you think?" I knew he was the right person for my daughter, which is surprising because I have a very high standards. I am filled with pride and am confident that she and Cameron will continue to grow their love for each other by the day. I'm not so happy to have not only another son, but also three other family members. Thank you, Jim, Carrie, and Mackenzie. We are so thankful that you have welcomed my daughter into your family with such open arms. Thank you again. And Cameron, just want to make sure that you will always be there for each other, even when it gets hard. A lot of people say communication is most important. It's not just communication, but also comprehension. Because there's no point in communicating if the other person isn't willing to listen and understand. So, everyone, please raise a glass and join me in congratulating the newlyweds and wishing them all the best for a long, happy lifetime together. Thank you.
Here we go. Everybody hear me all right? That sounds good. You know, I did want to say one thing before I get started, because I have about 30 minutes here I'm going to talk. I did want to say something about this bridal party and the groomsmen. I had the chance to spend my morning with a little bit of both of them, and that is an impressive group of young men and women. I just want to give them a heads up. Very impressive. Here's to you guys. They weren't always like that, but they turned out awesome. So I'm going to just shoot from the hip here, because there's a couple themes that I just noticed, and I just thought I'd echo some of them. So first one, we heard Zach talk about it, and Cam talked about it, is just knowing, right? And I think all of us, there's a common theme of people seeing Cam and Wynn together, and just knowing that. And I can tell you, when I first knew it, I was going up to Baltimore to meet Cam for an Orioles game, and because I happened to be working up there, and he said to me, "Do you mind if I bring somebody along with me?" I was like, "Yeah, sure." I figured it was just going to be, one of his friends. He goes, I just want you to meet her." And I was like, oh boy, because Cam was not one to bring girlfriends home. So when he said he was bringing a girl, I was like, oh my God, man, this is sure pretty serious. I was a nervous wreck. I was probably more nervous than you were. But there was something there, just that early on, there was a chemistry there between those two. And I was like, man, those two are like really good together. And you'll hear that more as as you hear other people talk about them. The other thing I just wanted to talk about was family. I thought it was really neat when you walked in here and that sign that these two put together. And it doesn't matter what side you sit on, because after these two tie the knot, we're all family, right? And we're really glad that all of you came out here, because we do consider you family. So thank you for doing that. Very important to us. And I probably had one other point, but I've forgotten it, and I've probably talked enough already. But these two are awesome. Thank everybody for coming here.
Love is wrong and love is right. It's a patient heart with tired eyes. It'll bring you to the end and show you where your life begins. But I would do it all. I would do it all. I would do it all again with you.
Years ago, I thought I was moving to Baltimore just to get a PharmD. Little did I know, I actually gained way more than that. I gained a best friend, a provider / farmer, dog dad, personal chef, and a life partner. 2 fur babies later, I can confidently say there's no one else I could have imagined a better life with. I had always hoped that I could find a man that my family would love as much as I did. A man who cares for and is devoted to his own family and loved ones. A man who always puts a smile on my face every day. And a man who values loyalty. From day one, you looked me dead in the eyes and told me you were in this for the long run. I personally thought you were full of it, but you weren't. And since then, we've accomplished so much together. I promise to always remind you of how awesome you really are. I promise to be patient and kind, even when you were being stubborn and won't listen to me. I promise to never stop noticing all the little things you do to me, as they constantly remind me of why I love you so much. I promise to always stand by you, even in the rough times, even when the Packers lose in the playoffs. Because we are stronger together than apart. I promise to always remain present. I promise to choose you every day, when it's easy and when it's hard. I promise to give you the best of me. I know we are far from perfect, but united, we are a force of love, respect, passion, strength, and ambition. Together, we can do anything. We have grown so much together in these last 7 years, and I promise to never stop growing with you. I love you.
When, in this lifetime, we are all on a journey to find that special someone that fills a void in our heart and makes us complete. Someone who, in the darkest storm, can illuminate our lives. Someone who makes your world spin. But with all the people that come in and out of our day-to-day lives, how do we sort through intentions to truly find out your soulmate? Well, I'm here to tell everybody today, when you know, you know. The first day of pharmacy school, 2014, orientation, I spotted this PYT walking through the lobby. She just had a glow, an aura about her, and hadn't even introduced myself, and just laying my eyes on her had butterflies. Immediately, I knew. The first time I saw you dance, I knew. And I feared for my life a bit.
As you should.
Our first summer together, when we drove from Baltimore all the way down I-95 South to Miami, 17 hours in a car ride, pretty much non-stop. It felt like a 30-minute ride, and I knew. I could honestly go on and on. There's never been a time when I wasn't sure that you and I were destined to be together. And while there is so many unknowns that still lie ahead, wherever life takes us, I know that we will accomplish anything and tackle anything together. In sickness and health, through the good times and the bad, in this lifetime and forever, I will always be by your side, and I will always love you. For anybody else out there who's still on their journey, still finding their way, this is my advice. Keep an open heart, keep an open mind, live your life spreading joy, love, and happiness. One day, you may just happen along and meet a stranger who will change your entire world. But do not worry. When you know, you know.
Cousins. I'm Tina, and this is my older sister, Nina. First, we'd like to thank everyone for coming out today.
So Wynn fell right into our role as our sister and best friend growing up. We've always been a trio since we were little kids. Our parents would get together every weekend, and it's always a fun time whenever we get together. Whenever your dad let out his loud, exaggerated yawn, by the end of the day, we just knew that was the time, the cue for you to go home. So we would have to come up with a master plan and hide you in the basement or in a closet somewhere, thinking that if your parents can't find you, that means you'll stay an extra day with us.
Yeah, you would get in so much trouble for it and go along with it. When Owen was younger, she used to be so shy. You can barely hear a peep out of her. And then she went to high school and she joined dance. That's when she came out of her shell and began to show her more of her personality. Everyone in this room is better for knowing you. You are selfless, patient, thoughtful, and kind. You done so much for me and my two kids. I'll always remember the moments when you and Cameron took the kids dinosaur egg hunting. harvest veggies in your garden, roast marshmallows by the fire pit, and even now, we still value every moment we have with you when we spend time together. Our late night chats over instant ramen noodles and sleepovers have remained unchanged since we were kids. You are one of the most important peoples in our lives. And now my kids are so lucky to have a family like you guys.
And when you look beautiful tonight. Yes. Right? Yeah. When we're so happy that you get to spend the rest of your life with a man who matches your warmth, your compassion, and crazy obsession over your boxers. Cameron, as clumsy as you are, we're happy that you fell heads over heels with our win. And with that being said, I wish you both nothing but health, love, and happiness. So will everyone just raise their glass to the newlyweds?
Kim and I have been friends since the 3rd grade, and we've been through a lot together. One of the first memories, I watched him during his brief theatrical stint as Captain James Hook in the 5th grade. Zach was Peter Pan. A powerful performance by both. It was dope. We played baseball together, attended some basketball and football camps. Looking back, that was a waste of time. Especially on my end, you made it a little further than I did. And then throughout high school, you know, causing as much chaos as our parents could tolerate. That's you, Jim. As we got older, we always made sure to catch up, grab some beers when we were home from college. And as we moved away to other cities as young professionals, those hangouts didn't occur as often, but we always made sure to make it happen, summer, winter, what have you. And then Cam met Win. The first time I met Win in true Cam fashion, didn't give me all the details. He hit me up, was like, hey, can you pick Win up? I was like, okay. He had failed to mention that he had to work that day. I wasn't doing much, didn't have a care in the world at that point, so let's go to brunch, right? And Win and I had a lovely brunch. Then we met up, I think, like Joe, Lauren, Heather, a bunch of people. You know, it was just us. She spent the whole day with us. And after that, like, it was clear that they were a great fit. Win brought out another side of Cam I hadn't met it by that point, an adult Cam. And, you know, I approved. I thought you were doing a great thing, yeah. And since then, I've seen Cam turn into a respectable pharmacist, a passionate boxer dad, and most importantly, a happy, supporting, and loving fiance. To Cam and Win, best wishes on your marriage, and to the next adventure, a timeless love.